Welcome to the Spotlight segment. This is a segment dedicated to interviews with developers or interesting happenings in the world of Android. And now for this week's episode, here's your Spotlight.
And in our Spotlight section today, I am delighted to say that we are joined by Martijn van der Spek, developer of the very popular PiccyBot app. Now, just before we come to Martijn, I am very sensitive to geopolitical issues in this very unstable world. And I wouldn't want us to mention to Martijn that England absolutely annihilated the Netherlands in the Euro 2024 semi-finals. So I need to get the podcast crew to commit to not mentioning the football. So please, each of you, when I call your name and I'll say a statement, I want you to say, I promise. Sally, I promise not to mention to poor Martijn that England obliterated the Netherlands in the Euro 2024 semi-final.
Well, I don't want to say anything because they won against Turkey in the quarterfinals.
You need to say, I promise. I told you to say, I promise. I told you to say, I promise.
No.
Warren, I need you to say, I promise after what I say. I promise not to mention the fact that England obliterated the Netherlands in the Euro 2024 semi-finals.
I don't flipping care. I don't watch either of those things anyway. So
you
who
have to
cares?
say, I promise. Neither of you, none of you are getting this thing.
Don't worry, Ed.
Anyway,
I'll do it. I promise not to ever mention anything about football that is not of the American variety.
Okay.
Bingo,
So
my
Martijn,
man.
I hope you feel that I'm a very sensitive man and that I have made sure we won't mention football today.
Well, really appreciate it. So we're not going to talk about Olympics either.
No,
Holland's
that's
doing quite
indeed
well
not.
there.
Thank you, Martijn.
So to ask you your first question then, PiccyBot looks like an amazing app, but it's not your first accessible app, is it? Can you tell us how you got into app development and the other sorts of things that you've done?
Yeah, well, I've been developing apps for the last 15 years or so. One of the first apps that I created for accessibility has been talking goggles. It was about 13 years ago. It is I figured out that it was nice to use the Google Vision API and to describe what was seen in an image and then speak it out. So that was a basic app, and but it worked pretty well. And the feedback was so amazing. I thought, okay, it's not a very complex app to make, but at the same time, it meant so much for so many people that I got this feedback on, oh no, now I can do this at home, and now I can do this at home, and earlier, it's just this app talking goggles that does this. Unfortunately, Google changed their conditions. It all became a bit pricey to run, and it was basically a free app at that time, and it was very difficult for me to continue like that. I've still managed to continue, and now I'm using the OpenAI API in it, so it's still there, but it's not nearly as powerful as my latest app, PiccyBot.
So tell us a little about PiccyBot then. What does PiccyBot do?
Yeah, well, the PiccyBot, I thought, okay, well, most of the apps have they do recognition. They use one particular API. They use one particular engine. It is of one provider, and I felt that it was limiting, and that there's a lot of strength in different models. So I said, okay, well, let's make an app that runs on on the number of engines. So they take the APIs of Google, of OpenAI, of Anthropic, of the Meta, and and put it all together. And then I gave I gave people options, and basically you have an app that is stronger in certain applications. It's like the so that is how I started. And now one other aspect of it is now that not only does it recognize images, but it also processes videos. It is, and that is something that up till now, to my surprise, actually, not none of the other apps are doing. It is and it's for me it was like, as soon as I launched PiccyBot, people were saying, "Oh, can you do videos as well?" No, then I started to, okay, well, why can't we do videos? So let's add videos. And that's that combination of and having the different the flexibility of having different engines, also the option to have different personalities describing an image. And yeah, these type of extra features have made PiccyBot stand out, and it is it's a very appreciated app, and I'm very happy with the numbers are not amazing because it's still a smaller community. That is understandable, but people are really appreciating it, and that is that is very important. And a lot of people are upgrading, so that allows me to keep on going and keep on further developing it.
So on the video, that, like you say, that is a unique feature. How do you think people should use that video feature when they have a video? Do they sync up? Do they share the video and read the PiccyBot description afterwards, or what? How do people use it?
Oh yeah, all different ways. Yeah, you can either take the app, start recording a video, and it will describe it, and that can again you get a response either with the inbuilt personality, so with the inbuilt voices, or you put that off and you can use then talkback to describe it for you if you wish to, or you can go to if you have a video in your library or in and you say, okay, fine, I want to share that to PiccyBot, and it will process it and it will describe it. It is again based on the settings in the app. It will either use its own voices or it won't, and then just give this give the textual description, which you can then read out for yourself with talkback. And you can also then export this, either the text or the voice separately. It's the idea is really to make it as flexible as possible. This so that's just put something to it and it will process it. It's also the sharing from different apps, because there was one of the requests is like, nowadays so much of the the data is all visual, and it's all in video format. Like, if you have a TikTok video or you have an Instagram video or anything, and this, what is happening in that now? And then now, especially for Instagram, we've got that working to export or to share that directly to PiccyBot. In Facebook, it is Facebook is also possible to share the videos on at least on Android it is, and it's working like that. And we're trying to increase the number of apps that support the sharing to PiccyBot as well as the sharing from PiccyBot, and have that working smoothly.
Great.
Now, Martin, you talked about goggles, and you know what? That thing was my favorite back in 2014. And I used to think that the developer was an Italian or somewhere from someone from Italy. And
Oh,
so,
no, no, no.
why did you take that thing away? I think we need goggles now more than before. Now that we have all these, the likes of Google Lookout, InVision, and all of that, and seeing I think you should bring goggles back because it, in my never to be humble opinion, it was the grandfather of anything else that we have today when it comes to this. Because I use that thing to read like my TV screens and be able to read like the 800 numbers. So sometimes I don't say what the 800 number is. And to be honest, I used to love that app, and I just wondered what happened to talking goggles. You know, and it's such an
Uh,
amazing thing to know that you're the same person who did that. So I think you should bring it back.
Yeah, but I do want to, especially, I know that the iOS version is completely broken, but the Android version actually should work again. I'll check, but yeah, there's not much interest for it now. But yeah, at least I want to keep it running. It is, but yeah, I see it more as there's been an introduction, and now yeah, we'll take the next generation of apps and hopefully also integrate those apps into products, into smart devices. It's like glasses and stuff. It is to make it really yeah well provide a real assistance to yeah to people with low vision to walk around and to to do anything just to describe what is going on around them. It is that's also what is now the next phase. Is, yeah, you know that OpenAI is working on on their new model, and they haven't really released it yet or not given us access to it. But in a month or two, we should have that, and then things will get even more powerful. It is and yeah, well, of course, all these the providers are working on it. So yeah, I'll just wait and see, and if there's anything new coming in, then I'll integrate it into PiccyBot.
So yesterday I installed PiccyBot. For the longest time I thought, was it PixieBot? Was it PitchyBot? And
Go with fine again.
so you would be telling us as to how you came about choosing the name, but frankly, given the fact that you are the person who developed that talking goggles, I'm gonna buy that because I know there's a pro version of PiccyBot, right? So I'm encouraging people to do that because you've been in this field for a while, and for someone who's dedicated to helping us, my encouragement would be that we support you in any way possible that we could. So I am giving you guys out a shout out out there. If you haven't, by all means, buy the pro version of PiccyBot, and I'm doing that as soon as we get done here. I'm so thankful for you being there for us.
I really appreciate it. It is, and I think, like I said, I think we're only just starting in this now. There's so much happening. Actually, well, just over the last 2 weeks, I've not been as focused on PiccyBot as before because there was a competition by Google with their Google AI model, and inviting developers to create an app for that. And I made another app based, well, more or less a spin-off of PiccyBot using their Gemini API, and I have just submitted it, and I hope I will, well, it would be great to win because there is some nice money involved, and but uh, at least I hope that it will at least bring the possibilities of these type of apps in a better, well, in a grander perspective, at least competing with other AI applications and saying, okay, this is a very very useful application of AI because there's a lot of negativity about it, like, oh no, this AI this and that, and it will take over our jobs and it will do this. And well, if you apply this AI properly as a tool, it can really help out, and this is one of the examples.
Martijn, I have already put my money where my mouth is. So whatever Warren says, I bought the app today. I have already paid my money. So I am in the vanguard.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I know that well, a lot of people know about the app, but still a lot of people don't. So I'm happy to that you have me here on the show, and at least you never know. It will. I think it can. Yeah, it can help out. And of course the descriptions are not perfect. There is always something, but it will only get better. Every update, every model, I will add to it, and it will give a better description and well, better accessibility, more features. As long as there is support from you guys, it will allow me to continue to develop it further.
Great.
Martijn, this is John. I just wanted to say, you mentioned this a little bit earlier, but one of my favorite features in this app is the ability to adjust the personality, because I absolutely hate the personality of some of these AI things. Like I'm trying to get details on a scene, and it's like, oh my gosh, this scene is absolutely heartwarming. It just takes my breath away. And I'm like, dude, you're an AI. Just get to the point. Like, I want to know what's in the picture.
Yeah. In this case, you can just switch it off, but you have to get to you have to have a pro version to do that. It's a little bit annoying, I know, but it's one of my ways of making sure that some people do upgrade who really want to use it.
It's worth the money, in my opinion, for sure.
No, I just wanted to mention that the app it's $3 per month either, or or $20 for lifetime use. So I think it's a reasonable price. But in any case, people can use it for free, and if they like it, or if you like it, you can upgrade it for a month and then try that out, and then decide to hopefully join in permanently. It is, and that's the setup.
I was going to ask about one of the settings, and that was length. What does the length setting do?
It basically determines on how many tokens the model can use to describe it. So basically, if you put length on 10. It depends on the model, but overall you will get a very to the point short description. And if you put it on 100, you will get the longest description that model is capable of. So it's a bit of a mixture between selecting the AI model and the length on what you exactly get. But overall, the lowest value in length will give you the shortest description for that model.
One issue I had, Martijn, was when I was using PiccyBot under a VPN, it always fails. So I have to disconnect my VPN to use it. I just wondered if you'd seen that before.
Oh no, that's a new one. It is, I don't know why that would be. It is, well, okay, I'll look into that. It's odd. I mean, it is sometimes it's more the other way around, that if you use VPN, the AI engines will not complain. But in this case, it doesn't actually matter, because everything goes to through first to my server, and then I disperse it. So it shouldn't matter. I mean, earlier there was a statement from OpenAI that, for instance, if you're in China, you can't use the services anymore. But that doesn't really. It does not affect even the users from China who would use PiccyBot. Because it goes to my server, and then it goes to OpenAI. It is so yeah, that's a new one. I'll check.
I use Express. It's Express it's failing with.
Right.
And it works every time when I'm disconnected and fails every time when I'm connected.
Okay. I'll check it out. ExpressVPN. Huh? I also have that, so that should be no problem.
Yeah. And one question, we were joking about this on the start. You say you're Dutch, but you moved to India. So how did that happen?
Yeah, well, I finished my studies in Holland, and then I was sent to Africa for the university, and I worked in different countries there. And then I worked in South America, and I worked in Pakistan, and then I ended up in India. So yeah, it's been a interesting tour around the world, but it's a good place to be, I think, and it's and a lot of things are happening here now, actually. So I don't think it's a bad choice to be based from here now.
So, Martin, I kind of look at you now as the friend of the blind Android users and the accessible Android users. I think you should give us your betas to beta test for you. The crew from accessible Android and blind Android users, we should be your official beta testers.
Okay. Well, we can make that work. So, and definitely, we'll be more in touch the coming time. It is, there are not so many really Android specific groups. That for the accessible community. So it's really good to be in touch with you guys.
Nice.
En hallo Martijn, ik ben Sally van Accessible Android. I'm going Dutch. And I'm going to say bedankt voor je deelname. Thanks for joining us, if I'm good enough.
Niet slecht.
Yeah. So I want to say you've been a really responsive developers in our conversations, because part of our emails we send you a lot of bugs and reports, and you were so quick enough to fix it. What's your motivation behind this? I mean, being this responsive when you want to fix bugs, because some developers taking forever to return.
Yeah, well, I think that it has been, well, one of the things that I've seen is there is a lot of also feedback from developers, and actually the pleasure of doing this is actually the positive feedback, and if I get something that is people do not like ExpressVPN or whatever, then I feel it's my duty to immediately look into that and see where that is going wrong. So it's I'm doing this to make it work as well as possible, and then if I can do it quick, then I'll do it immediately.
Yeah, I asked him this because I remember once I sent you an email about an issue when there was an update and it was pointing to a different address rather than the PiccyBot app itself. It was playing random music, and you were quick enough to fix it. Like, it was less than an hour. That's amazing. Congrats to you.
Thanks.
Now, let's talk about privacy, Martin, because this is sometimes one of the issues that people raise. Is the matter of privacy. I don't think I have any videos that are naughty videos that I'll be concerned about. But how do you address privacy with respect to people's videos?
Well, that's the thing. It is it does go to the big guys, to either Google or Meta I didn't do any processing about that. It's not being stored anything on my end, but I cannot guarantee what the big conglomerates who are running these engines in the cloud, what they're doing. So I would never recommend sending really really private data that is really, that can hurt you as privacy. I wouldn't recommend sending that, also not to PiccyBot, honestly. The best engine that I can guarantee for is actually Llama 3. If you can select them on my end, because I'm running Llama 3 locally on my own server, so that at least there I can guarantee, okay, it's not going anywhere. But the others, I'm sending it out, and it is and again, according to their statements and their rules, they will not do anything. It is but again, I think that especially Google and Meta, they will check things like they have a duty to check for child pornography or whatever. So they have some algorithms that go to these data that goes up there. So it's tough in that sense. That only until the engines are really running completely locally on your own hardware, then you can have full privacy. But so far, also PiccyBot is sending it to servers, and that can always be intercepted and done with. I mean, if these companies decide to do that, it is. I mean, again, according to their statements, and also OpenAI has been saying no. If you use the API, we will respect everything's privacy. We will not use it for training or anything. It is that, but who knows? You can't really 100% trust them either.
That totally makes sense. And so, it's always use common sense. If there's something that one considers to be private, probably it's not a good idea. But you touched on something earlier on. And so I'm talking about maybe I'm doing a live video of something. Did you mention that it could actually be telling me what is going on? I think I missed that part.
So if you do a live video, it won't tell you right now. It needs maybe a 20 or 30 seconds delay before it can describe it. So it can't do it completely live yet. That is going to happen. It is. I mean, now the new OpenAI engine update. They promise that they can do that, so I am really looking forward to that. But right now, it is not yet possible.
Thank you.
That is another thing that I really eager to integrate my software into these the smart glasses. It's especially I've been working a lot with the Meta Ray-Bans, but I have not been able to completely integrate PiccyBot into it. So in the case of these Meta Ray-Bans, you have to you can take a video while you're walking around, and then afterwards you say share to PiccyBot, and you get it described. This is but it's close, but it's not there yet where we want it to be.
So hello, Martijn. First of all, I want to say that the app has a great potential. Actually, it is already proving to be different. The number of AI models that it supports, no other app is able to do that. Each app is able to only support one model. This is the first thing. And the other thing is the ability to describe videos, which you mentioned already, which is also not possible in other applications. So I support this app very much, and I hope that people will purchase it. Actually, the lifetime subscription is not at all expensive if we look at what the app is able to do. And going now to my questions, what about the ability to give people the ability to respond by text? So if I want to send a response using typing, are you planning to add this in the future? And what about chat history? So if I'm in a conversation about an image, I will be able to read the whole conversation, like the first response, then the response of me, then the response of the AI. So is it in the plans to add this? And the last question is regarding sustainability. So it's the problem always that, well, all of this needs funding, all of this needs money, all of this needs a lot of like support, financial support. So are there any plans to try to find like support from the big companies to financially support the app, to give it some funding? Because as you know, it's not that easy to rely only on people's subscriptions, because you know it's a small community and many people will just go to using the free applications, the free services, and some people are already unable to pay for the free for the paid subscriptions, even if the price is not that expensive. So yeah, those are my questions.
Very, very clear. Now, first of all, about the chat, the communication, and the history. I'm actually very actively working on that. I've used, well, before PiccyBot, or in between PiccyBot and Talking Goals, there's an app called Voice, like Photo Voice. It's also my app, and I'm using that right now as more or less a testing ground, because there I've introduced a chat interface and a chat history, and I've asked people, but at the moment it's only the iOS app. But I've asked what is the best type of feedback on how people appreciate that interface, and how it's how to integrate it properly into PiccyBot. So that is I'm really working on that. The only problem is that a lot of people are saying, no, don't do anything about PiccyBot. It's perfect now. Then don't change it. So I have to get around that by making sure that I don't break anything that is currently there. At the same time, I want to enhance the chat history, and like you said, it's definitely on the cards, and we'll introduce it in the coming weeks. Now that about the sustainability, that's very true. That's a bit on like the competition that I just went into for Google is one of the ways of doing that. I'm actually hoping that the fact that you're using I've made it in an app called Fit AI. It's basically only taking the video part of PiccyBot, and then using the Google APIs for that. And I've submitted that yesterday actually. If I win that competition, it's a good cash prize, and that can then go for further development again. But I'm working in these type of ways of trying to get attention for the apps, and then hopefully get some other sources of income. But honestly, it's not bad. The thing is that the problem is as soon as everybody has a lifetime subscription, then there are only costs for me. That's clear. But it looks like it's still manageable. It is yes, I have the engine costs, but I can run it, and I can even I'm able to further develop it. So I'm optimistic. And so far the community has been very enthusiastic. It's like also like earlier apps, people would not upgrade, or people it will just be a free app. But for PiccyBot, almost 1 in 4, 1 in 5 users is upgrading. It's really good, and if that continues, it's fine. It is, and there will still be there will always be new people that are finding out about this about the app, and as the app gets more features, it will hopefully get more and more known.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in the competition.
Thank you.
I want.
That's another thing. I may want to mention this because there will also be a public vote for the apps that are submitted, and in that case, any votes for my app will be very appreciated.
We will be campaigning for the app for people to vote for the app. Indeed, you should just tell us when the vote is open, and we will do our best, of course. Well, I noticed that the GPT-4 is less capable than how it is in the other applications. Like if I compare the GPT-4o responses in PiccyBot, it's giving me less detailed responses, more hallucinations. Like it's, I don't know, is it GPT-4o? Is there an unintentional mislabeling or something? Because if you compare it to Be My AI, for example, which uses the GPT-4, I think either Turbo or 4o, but I think it uses 4o, the responses, the descriptions are much more accurate. So this problem is not with other models like the Gemini. So it's the first time that Gemini is able to be much capable in doing the descriptions. It is only in PiccyBot. So what's the problem with the GPT-4o model? What's the problem? Is it GPT-4o? What's the thing?
First of all, I am not 100% sure about Be My Eyes. They always been very, very close with GPT-4 with OpenAI. So they may have access to another API that I don't have access to, but that is one possibility. But the other thing is that there's possibly just a better prompt that they put in that has a more specific requests, and that is also I'm also looking at like, okay, describe it like you are for a blind person, and it's a bit like how to tweak that initial request instead of just saying, okay, tell me what is this picture. I think that my suspicion is that it is that Be My Eyes has been very much tweaking their prompt for GPT-4o. This and I have to learn from that and also improve on PiccyBot there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Martijn, I'm looking back at our conversation and looking at the field of all this descriptive stuff. The one thing that we're kind of lacking on Android, and I don't know if you have any experience in this area, so it's a little bit unrelated, but I was hoping though that we'll get someone who would give us a TTS engine. This is one of those things that's kind of starting to diminish on the Play Store, and we're kind of being forced to maybe just one or two TTS engines when compared to, say, 2013, 2014, and in between, we had lots of those. And do you think you may one day try to develop a TTS engine for us? Because it's one of the things that we're lacking on Android.
I also noticed that especially the OpenAI and you have 11 Labs. They are great with their TTS engines, but they're actually quite costly. I think it's a matter of how to make it work for users who are used to having this for free or for very little, and at some moment the market has probably just it's kind of broken there. But the technology is there. I think there's just not enough people that are there that are willing to really spend for it. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, the difficulty is obviously that some people need it and they say it should be free. Some people don't need it and it's a luxury and they should pay for it. So sighted people need to pay for TTS. Blind people need TTS, otherwise they can't use their phones. So 11 labs can't. Well, if they are the solution, like you can't expect a blind person to pay a subscription for a TTS.
Right. It's really a very unfortunate situation there. Because well, the plain TTS models are not improving, and the new developments are amazing. And again, there I'm hoping, like with GPT-4o, the costs went down. If OpenAI comes with their new voice model, hopefully either that model will be more economical, or their earlier models will become a lot less expensive, and then there will be more possible. But at the moment it's a bit. It is one of the costlier parts of the software, actually, the TTS part.
Indeed. Well, thank you. But I thought I'll put that out there because, as I indicated, that's one of the fields that has been narrowing and kept doing so. And it's such a shame because we used to have lots of those things, and now it's so hard to find a TTS engine, and it's not very good. It's not a good picture.
Right.
Well, Martin, I want to thank you so much for coming on today. And like I said, you are now our partner, the partner of both accessible Android and blind Android users. So this is your home, and you are our home.
You're always welcome. Yeah.
Exactly. So, of course, and now we've become the official beta tester. So whatever you have, so that competition you have, you let us know.
Don't hesitate to send us an email, or just reach out to us if you need anything, any question, or any maybe you need an idea or you need an opinion about a certain feature. We'll be more than happy to help, of course.
Okay.
And let us know when that vote goes live, and we'll put it in our announcements in the next episode we have.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
But check out that ExpressVPN thing, because it's really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that you are a horse thief, so
yeah.
Really. I work behind a VPN. So I need my apps to work behind VPNs.
And please, the most important thing, add the ability to send text responses.
And Paul Kareem's
Right.
cheeks.
Oh boy. How beautiful.
Nice meeting you. Appreciate you.
Nice to get to know you. Appreciate it.
Really, it was a pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.